Starting to be spectacular. Right. Okay. Every time I meet someone new, they come up to me and say, "Hey Bobby, how long have you known you were gay?" Ooh, that's a surprise to me. Great. Actually, I'm straight. Oh, it's okay, one day you'll realize who you are. Oh, I see, because you know who I am better than me. That's funny. And know what else is funny? That those who claim to be a champion of human rights are just as likely to put me in a box. Just because I act a certain way must mean that I'm gay. Listen, if you have to give everyone you meet on the street a label, wash those labels down the sink, because you aren't as progressive as you think. But it's okay, it's not the first time I've gotten expectations because I'm a guy. You know, I've often been told, be a man or man up. How do they know I'm a man? Shh, don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Sometimes I wish it was. On the day of my birth, my parents sent out a letter saying that Robert Bubba Lebeda was born and that he was going to be a linebacker for the St. Louis Rams. And this was funny because I was born premature and only weighed 5 pounds. But there I was on the day of my birth, and my parents were giving me expectations that I would never be able to achieve, and a gender expectation that I would never be able to leave. I was a boy with emotion, and every time I would cry, my father would look at me and sigh, worried every day that his boy was gay, because even though I was straight, I wasn't straight enough for them. And for them, it was scary because I didn't fit the gender binary of what it meant to be a man, and this made their skin crawl, so they put me in football, hoping that in the end zone I could find some testosterone, but I remember meeting this guy, and he was heartbroken, depressed, and suicidal. And I wanted to run up to him and tell him it would be okay and give him a hug, but I couldn't because there was a mirror in the way. And every time this made me want to cry and hide, I remembered that emotions weren't allowed. So I kept them all inside. But every time, I couldn't take it anymore. So I put a knife against my wrist, hoping for eternal bliss. But I threw that knife on the ground, not because I was scared to die, but because I was scared to feel. And I no longer knew what was real. And it was at that point I realized I had 2 options. 1, live by everyone else's rules and expectations of me and put myself in an inescapable box. Or 2, make my own rules and open people's minds. Let's stop abiding by social constructs and stereotypes just because it's easy. And let's stop attributing everything negative as feminine. Stop using words like girly, emotional, and gay as insults and weapons. Because it's not unmanly to cry and feel. It's human, it's what we do, and that's real. So just remember that the quality of who you are as a human being isn't dictated by what's between your legs. It comes from here, and it comes from here. So don't call me a boy. Don't call me a girl, don't call me a woman, and don't tell me to be a man, because I'm a human, and that's all I ever needed to be. Thank you.